I have a camera. I have a camera going to TikTok even. And they're mad at me. Maybe if I add a new camera and I reselect the camera that it's supposed to be. Dual layout, sources are in sync. Where they are on the vertical source, nobody fucking knows, baby. Nobody fucking knows. Okay, what if I delete? What if I delete all the cameras? What if all the cameras were dead? And instead of the cameras, we had cameras, please? One time. There we go. Okay. We're cool now. It's cool again. We're not in Magic the Gathering. We're in Darkest. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be sweet. We're gonna put the pause on it. Excellent. I think it's working now. I think it's working now. I think we're live on TikTok. I think we're live on YouTube. Howdy GP. Howdy Zachary. Oh, I forgot that Dark and Darker is also a game. They just keep throwing dark into the words of anything. I saw a stream and expected instant rage about the funny shoe animals. Why? The Sonic Secret Lair fucks, brother. That shit kicks. I'm gonna be making a video about it later. That shit is awesome. Shadow's the best, frankly, as he always is. Shadow's funny as fuck. First of all, Shadow's not good. If you saw that Secret Lair drop and you were like, oh my god, I can't wait to build Shadow, it's gonna be so strong. Incorrect. Very loud buzzer noise blowing out your eardrums. However, Shadow getting to go, I am simply too iced up to listen to you. None of you dumb bitches get to interrupt me because of this rolly on my wrist. That is the funniest shit I have heard of in my life. I know some of you are going to ruin it by just making it like a Rakdos combo deck and being like, oh my god, my combo is split second. That's not what's funny. Tetran's Myriad would be cute. Like Blade of Selves would be a hilarious draw engine in Shadow the Hedgehog, because it says dies, yeah. So there's a ton of like very funny stuff you can do to get draw engines out of Shadow. The mic sounds kind of low. So Caleb, that's an ongoing issue with our YouTube streams, and frankly, I have no fucking idea how to correct it. YouTube gives me no options to edit my audio settings. The only audio movement I get to do is in OBS, and I have the levels tuned in OBS, and it comes out right on Twitch, and then on YouTube half the time it's fucked up. Islore, thank you for the 7 months in a row at tier 1. I appreciate that last little bit of generosity as you get on to your job hunt. Let's see who's alive, because it's been a minute. Starry-eyed, you are alive, but you are on a bender. That's great. We're gonna hit the manual ad break, and I'm just gonna run a fucking mission. We gotta get going. We gotta get going, people. No, you're good, Caleb. I'm assuming it is because I'm an idiot. First of all, it's definitely because I am doing something wrong in the back end. I just mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Yeah, Dark, it's just a Secret Lair drop, which are typically much smaller than like full sets. Okay, there's nobody we want to pick up from the wagon. There's not a lot of people we want to upgrade, but like Zelda's too stressed out, Smokey's too stressed out, Platypus and Manili are also stressed out. The Vizierer is also stressed out. God. Alright. So we spend $10,000 getting everybody to relax for a fucking minute. Now what do we do? Holy shit, Eggman has a fat ass. Tetrunes, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. Existential Bread's asking, is there a specific way to recommend a commander roast? Wick the World Mind could be hilarious. The way I pull commander roast is via TikTok or YouTube comments. The things I pay attention to is how long have you been asking for the commander for? So that's multiple videos, you know, back to back. Or how many other people are asking for the same commander, or how many people are liking those comments. If you ask for a commander and a ton of people like that comment, I will assume that that is a vote of confidence for whatever commander you have asked for. So sometimes I'll do a commander relatively early on in the request phase because it gets like double-digit likes or something, and I'm like, oh, okay, 30 people have all voted for this commander to be done. Dude, Jeff, I like it. It just makes me really mad, and I don't like it. I'm gonna try to get, straight up, I'm gonna get this moon cloak. I want it. I want it, I need to have it, and I want to have it on me. Because my thing about the moon cloak, right, is I think that if I get the moon cloak, that way when I go back into the darkest dungeon, and I inevitably get RNG fucked and torch fucked, I'll be okay. Yeah, no healing? I don't think I need it, quite frankly. I'll take this. Genuinely, what could go wrong? Does this mean the dude that made the incredibly detailed Sonic deck has to run it back? Wakashrew, I presume that that person has their head in their hands and is just fucking weeping. Because they put so much work and so much time into designing that deck and getting every single reference appropriate, and I can guarantee that everything they did gets immediately blown out of the water by these actual cards, because they did Agnes the Dragon's Lash, and that she sucks. Some of these cards are almost good, and so I think they are just like, I think they're probably happy and also in shambles. Dude, Chris, I'm so bad at Gungeon is my thing. I love Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is my most favorite game that I never play because it makes me so angry because I suck at it. This game I can at least play. This game I can at least try playing, and I can suffer through. Gungeon, I'm like, oh my god, this is the best game. This shit is ass. And then I force quit the program. Hello, Re-Inc. Holy shit. Alec, man, thank you for the $30 super chat. Consider this my charitable donation to Darkest Dungeon after the long break, and maybe it will subtly encourage you to increase today's limit to make up for that break. For real though, boss, you can keep the regular limits if you want to. We will see. This is intended to be a short stream. Oh, Jesus, fuck. This is intended to be a shorter stream, and so I'm probably not going to move the limits too much. Thank you, Antiquarian, I think. But it does mean that we can count them as prepaid. Perpetually Tired, I think that we will talk. I presume a lot of the vamping today will be about what's going on in not in Darkest Dungeon, in the Sonic the Hedgehog secret lair. My reading of the Amy card is you can steal other people's equipments. Now, perhaps I am a dumb little idiot. Perhaps I am a dumb little idiot. But my current reading of that card is, fuck you, is that you're allowed to be a little thief. Prolonged borrowing. Hey guys, so little fuck up on my part. I don't think I brought any characters that can do damage. This seems fine. Yeah, this is definitely good enough. Ray, I've not played Darkest Dungeon 2 yet. This is... I started doing Darkest Dungeon 1, and it was my... How are we cooked already? And it's my first time playing Darkest Dungeon 1. Sorry, boss, you brought the swag team, not the team that actually does shit. Geo does shit. Bounty hunters do shit. I think... Oh, his abilities are... Tay's abilities are all terrible. I don't know, lore, spit on him. I just hate abominations, bro. I can't do it. I can't... Like, even if we have camping to do, I just can't accept the hit of stressing everyone else in my party out because you're so angry. Like, that's just bad energy. I can't have that shit. I can't have that shit on the team. Rotor Pirate, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. I appreciate that generosity. Takot's gonna fucking die, you guys. This dude is getting fucking eaten up. Yeah, you're bleeding to death. Who even cares about you, man? Yes, Alec, just chuck him into Dear Malltown for now. Nathiator, thank you for the tier 1 sub for the 3rd month in a row, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing.
Cannot be left unanswered. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I mean, Re-Ink, even if it doesn't, like, even if you can pay to get the equipment back on your turn, that's still, like, overwhelmingly powerful theft, because making somebody, if you made me repay the equipment cost of the equipment every turn, I think it would take me 2 turn cycles before I ran screaming from the table. That would make me so mad. Hey, Malltown, what if I did some crazy shit right now? That crazy shit better be burpees, brother. I appreciate your generosity kindly, but you've already poured it on me. Quite recently, I might add. That crazy shit better be a fire meme. What can we drop? Nothing. Excellent.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Man, fucking herb.
Made clear.
I want gold. I guess we get to duck a ton of battles. Be funny as shit if you stole a turn 1 Colossus Hammer. Hell yeah. Oh, Ring! Thank you for the 40 gifted tier 1 subs. That is some absolutely crazy shit, brother. Oops, my dank meme slipped. Real as hell. Thank you so fucking much. You're now my favorite little boy for the day. To replace Takot, who I guess is about to fucking fall over and die. Zircon Chu, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. But anyway, all of the Sonic cards look...
Find victory.
God damn it. All of the Sonic cards look pretty cool. I only gave them an extremely cursory look, but I did not see any that just seemed like... Oh no, Tails was fucking awful, which I think that's a flavor win. That Tails fucking sucks. That if you want to play a Tails deck, you have to play just like the worst vehicle. You get upside on Smuggler's Copter, heat, unstoppable heat.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Tried putting this on the TikTok chat, but I used... Oh, before the temp ban, and then it unfollowed you. Yeah, I have had some trials and tribulations with getting TikTok to stop fucking with my shit. Jummy Bug Tails was you get to draw anytime you play a vehicle that has flying, and if you play a vehicle without flying, your bounty hunter just fucking gives up. Just gives the fuck up, bro. Just die. Just die. Help us all out. Nay Theater, I think we will do some custom cards today. I guess we can camp.
Circle in the dark.
Do you have a top gifty sub? YOLO is 10 above you in the week. I have no idea if it tracks on a longer basis than that. I think the most generous gifter in the channel's history is at around 350, and I hope that number is large enough to talk you off the ledge, even though I appreciate you greatly. I think big cartoony spider is fine. Let's... Hey, did you not eat? You fuck up, dude. Were you so busy being an edgelord you didn't fucking eat? Alright, you're just dying, man. You're just fucking dying. No. Okay. Okay. It's fine. The line cooks are fighting in the Wendy's again, but it's fine. Mork, that would, if it's just a custom commander, that would absolutely be okay. Oh, real talk, would Tails have affinity for artifacts? I don't think so. I mean, the problem is Tails' main gimmick in the games is like being fucking useless, and so I think it's just appropriate. I think it's just appropriate that Tails is so bad in Commander as well. Holy God, man. Alright, we're scouting ahead. Madra Mangetsu, thank you for the 1500-bit cheer. And Tetrunes, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, my friends. Madra, I appreciate that generous contribution to the dog pile. And Tetrunes, welcome back to Dog Heaven. I mean, Tails is a flying kindred commander, MLP. Why is the game in windowed mode? Nobody talk, nobody talk, nobody talk, nobody talk. Why are you a liar, Rink, first of all? Why would you come into my stream and... Is that an ambush?
Black as death.
Is that a... Okay, Abomination's in front at least. Abomination is at least in front. That's fine. This guy's dead anyway. I don't care if he gets stressed out. I don't give a fuck. Durzus 08, thank you for the 2 months in a row with Prime, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home. Oh, Madra, don't worry. Hey, don't worry, bestie. I know what that money's for. And Re-Ink, thank you for gifting a tier 3 sub to Return of Jack. Welcome to Special Dog Heaven for the sweet, sweet people who give tier 3 subs.
Confidence surges as the enemy.
And with the power of your money, Glass Geo has done something remotely useful.
This is no place for the weak or foolhardy.
Oh, did Takeout go down? Good, fuck him. Nathiator, thank you for the 10 gifted tier 1 subs, my friend. You ascend even further into Dog Heaven. I appreciate you so much. Boss, my re-authentication for work was 69. Legally, I get to go home, right? Well, Troper, technically, if you want to use that exception, what you have to do is you have to go to your boss, you have to show them the authenticator number, you have to say nice, smack them on the lips. That's the really hard part. This is what gets a lot of people thrown in jail instead of their free day off work, is you have to smack them only on the lips. And then you get to go home. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not with the phone, Troper. That's the even more difficult part. Okay, I guess we see how many rooms we can...
But a victory nonetheless.
Just how many rooms we can luck out and get through with these 3 to collect some money and then we leave. And then Whitebread has a rant redeem. Do you think that a flash enabler like Leyline of Anticipation is useful in any deck that can run it? Is being able to play a flash a good enough buff to just run it in any old deck? I have gone back and forth. I've gone back and forth on this a number of times. Being able to play at Flash is a really good thing. However, people know it's a really good thing. I always value playing at instant speed because I am a trickster. I want to be a sneaky little son of a bitch and I want to surprise you. That said, I am coming around to the value of just being like, fuck it, man, I commit to board, do something about it. And so, if you luck out, that's great. But Leyline of Anticipation, it's typically best in decks where you have a lot of permanents that you want to untap with, and you want to try to sneak those permanents in on other people's end steps after they have committed their mana to things that are not removal. So I don't think it's just good in any old deck. I think there's a couple decks that you would build around. I want to do stuff at Flash. I want to flash people. If you have a deck that really wants to flash people, it can be good. Like if you're in a Simic deck and you have Seedborn Muse and you have mana on everybody's turns, like then yeah, of course, Flash is the best thing ever. Or even if you're doing like Unstoppable Plant, it's the mono blue version. But I, as a blue player and as a Flash lover, I have never put it in a deck, which I think is probably the most complete statement on it. Alexander Sears, Mauled on Twitch as well. Thank you, my goat. Don't know if you've seen this, but have you seen people get turn 0 LOA and always lose? I believe it. Yes, Nate Theater, go ahead. Then question from Zilla. Hey Mauled, I have a question for the boss. I today woke up at 8:30 p.m. Like, you seem to know a bit of physiology. How the fuck do I fix? Okay, Zilla, I've played with my sleep schedule quite a bit. You are fucked for a little bit. It's probably gonna take 2 to 3 days to correct this. If you want to correct this, the quickest way to correct it is to force yourself to stay up through the next day and then just crash at a air quotes normal time. This is very difficult and it requires that you have a like totally clear schedule. You can maybe nap a little bit in the early morning of the next day, but you can't sleep for more than, if you start sleeping for more than like 45 minutes, you're just going to slow down. You're just going to slow down your ability to do this. So it would be if you woke up at 8:30 p.m., stay up like 24 hours and then crash. But you need a clear schedule. You need to be hydrating and eating really well. That is the fastest way to do it. But it's going to be a really unhealthy day to try to force you onto a healthier pattern. It really depends on like, come on, man. How are you going to resist like that? It really depends on how deleterious is it for your sleep schedule to be moderately fucked up for multiple days. Because you could try to adjust it just like a few hours at a time. I have a couple internet friends who are almost entirely nocturnal at this point.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alright, we're stressing everybody out. Crash out. Re-ink. Some would say it's a good thing that there's limits to the number of subs you can gift, even though I greatly appreciate whatever you're thinking about, bestie. What's up, Guitar? Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Oh, Sugar Ben. How many deck commissions do you do a month? I missed this month. Want to buy one on Ko-Fi? Just followed you on there. Historically, we have done 48. Starting next month, I'm going to start doing 32 to try to make the schedule less demanding because my health has been downhill and is not improving. And I think it is important that I continue producing other content and other creative content, and so I'm going to be scaling back the number of commissions so that I can make them higher quality and so that I have time to do other high quality content as well. So it's going to be 32, but we have a free roast stream at the beginning of every month on Twitch. And that's typically like another 3 to 5. Kataro, I've gotten into the darkest dungeon, and hey, what the fuck are you doing, man? Oh my god. And we just got unceremoniously bodied. So, thank you, Lore. Thank you for proving me right about abominations. Okay, that's pretty lucky. What if I poisoned this man?
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Are you also raising the price of deck rows with a more limited number, or do I have to be even more on top of my shit to get in? At least for next month, we're not going to raise the price, because I think the price is high enough. If at the lower volume, the price is always going to be dictated by how quick they selling out. So if the lower volume pushes them to sell out so quickly that we would raise the price, I'll raise the price for that reason, but I'm not going to be raising the price just because they're fewer and further between, because the price got raised so much from the original. Kit, no, this is a very like throw together dog shit team, and so I am unsurprised that they are kind of flailing. I also have not really been paying attention because I've been looking at chat, so don't worry.
Injury and despondence.
This is not my best game. I have yet to unleash my secret technique. Yeah, as Mork's saying, this is Team Swag Messiah, not Team Clear the Dungeon Without Dying. Team Clear the Dungeon Without Dying. Totally different shift. You haven't met them. They'll be here tomorrow. Fucking stab that guy. Yeah. Excellent. Die. Slap. Okay, we have to leave, right? I gotta exit the situation.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Oh, but we know this room's empty. Alright, chat, say it with me. The collector is not real and cannot hurt us. The collector is not real and cannot hurt us. There is no collector. There is no shambler. There is only us getting free loot. Okay. Team Swag Messiah, activate. Team Swag Messiah. I believe in you. I believe in you, Team Swag Messiah. Did bro pass? That was... What are we gonna do? Team Swag Messiah, man. Eat some food? Food is for fucking winners, Glass Geo. Food is for fucking winners, not whatever lore giver is doing on the abomination. God damn it, man.
As life ebbs, terrible.
Yeah, Geo's poisoned. Alright, okay, we're winning. Oh. Even trade. Even trade. It's fine. It's fine. Darebrain's got it. Re-Ink, thank you for the 1,000-bit cheer. That is incredibly generous. My settlement for this week was like $6 grand. So I finished paying off my card, basically every bill I have other than rent for the next year within the last 2 weeks. So I figured I would share the love. Hey, hell yeah, man. I'm very happy for you. That is awesome. Also, basically what I'm saying, Maldhound, is you're my Buddha and I need to rub that belly. Let's talk, man. Let's just talk for a moment. Talk about bringing the Lord's name in vain. Now, which Lord am I talking about? Me or the Buddha? I don't even know. All I know is I'm upset. I'm upset by that sentence you said. Oh, thank you, Acid. Okay, we have finale. Kill that guy. Type shit. Okay, we're gonna win. It's fine. We're gonna win. Lawgiver's gonna live. We're gonna win. What did I say? They clutch it out. I was... Oh, okay. They... God damn it, man. Your heart will not burst. Fucking... Oh, you don't have any moves you can make from this position. No, I think Red Death's really bad. If you... Listen. If you want to build a commander deck around a certain commander, do it if only for the experience. Red Death Shipwrecker, that card is booty ass. That card is complete buns. You could open a fucking bakery around it. It is
pride precipitates
so... It is so terrible. Also, we are leaving.
But not the end of things. Back across the sticks. Boatmen be damned.
Oh my god, we can bring somebody back from the dead. Who is it? It's a random plague doctor, comic book Joker, or willpower. Oh, we're absolutely doing a poll for this. Oh, hell yeah, Weston. Are you talking about, like, which chase cards are you talking about? Alright, we're starting a resurrection poll. It's almost certainly will. Asen Uchiha, thank you very much for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Do you think... Zilla, I think you're still being a good girl. You're over here tweaking in the corner. We haven't... done a high-level mission in a minute. Oh, MLP, we just made some room on the bench. We just killed some motherfuckers. So there is room on the bench. Their brain, you're gonna go in here. Lord Giver, you're gonna go in here. You're gonna go meditate about all of your friends dying at war. Okay, Will is overwhelmingly the favorite for who gets brought back. So let me go to this event. This is Will, right? Yeah. Alright, Will is alive. That's 2 of our spots.
Persistent. Righteous
This
traits
is a level
for a
3
rogue.
Hound Master. So I'm bringing that motherfucker. So who wishes to be my hound and or dog? Yeah, King of Murica, it's been a variety game I've been getting into, but I just haven't, the last like couple streams, I've not been doing variety. Hey, thank you, Dangus. I appreciate that. I'm going to give it to Nay Theater because of incredible amounts of money. Gibbons, it's mostly a luck thing. You can absolutely skip the line with money, but most of the roster is named after people who just said me in chat. I don't want to pull these guys in because these classes at level 0 just kind of suck. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a few custom cards for Elikman. I just saw your random YouTube shorts taking a shit on Magic. Taking a shit? That's a love dump, brother. I shit talk this game because I love this game. How many upgrades do you have in Coach? I think we have... I can upgrade the amount of available heroes. God, I do not want to spend roster size on you fucks. Name the next character Hound Mauled No Balls. Well, I've already got the vasectomy, so I might as well act the part. Skill training down is good. Sharks, you're not full A-team, but you're almost there. Oh shit, you might be... Oh god, so many people died, I think you might be A-team. No, Riffle's got it. Riffle's the A-team. Riffle is currently the A-team antiquarian. Okay, so we're gonna pull up a couple custom cards, do them real quick like, and then get back into the dungeons. All right, so these are from Elikman's custom Age of Sigmar set. From the goblins, these are commons. A 1-mana 1/1, tremendous start. Squad of 1 and a red. Whenever this creature attacks a battle, if you control 1 or more other goblins, this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. I was gonna say it could be better, and then I remembered armies are really, really bad. I think this is fine. With battles being an inset mechanic. 3 mana get 2 1/1s, 5 mana get 3 1/1s. I think that's good for potentially breaking, like making this something, oh, I could draft this and not hate myself if I drew it in the late game. I like that. So solid pass, no notes. Then we have Snarlfang Riders, a Gruul 2/1 with haste and reach. Can't catch us. For 1 mana, untap this creature and remove it from combat. Activate only once each turn. Okay. I like what you're cooking with here. The only thing I'm going to recommend is, please God, 2 options. Please God, either make this boast or put text saying it's limited to your turn. Maybe this works differently than how I'm thinking. What I wouldn't want to see on this card is, if I hold mana open, I can chump block permanently and remove him from combat over and over and over. Like the pseudo vigilance. The pseudo vigilance, sure. But being able to chump block other stuff and then just constantly like fog a creature on a 2-mana common, that I'm not up with. Next we have Loon Smasher Fanatic, a 3-mana 4/1 with haste and trample. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice the creature. Oh god, I think this one might have to get a little better. I think remove from combat is a skirmishy hit and run effect, so I think the flavor of that when they're on the offensive is fine. I just think that being able to do it on someone else's turn is what would be annoying about it. Yeah, I would make this 2 mana. This is this is too much money for a guy who throws a chain flail into his own head. I know it's a common, and I know commons are bad, but just like, yeah, probably 1 mana down. Next we have Big Funny. This has a big cartoonish spider on it, you guys, and I'm very afraid of spiders, and I'm okay with it, but if you don't like spiders, look away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, Spider Fang Rider. A 2-mana 1/2 with reach, For 4, put a 1/1 and death touch counter on target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. I want to crash out because I hate 1/1 counters. I feel like this has to be fine at 4 mana. It's like, it's a really good common. I like it enough that I would maybe think about making it uncommon, but because death touch, being able to put death touch counters on like shitty guys in limited could be useful, but it is a 2 mana 1/2. It is a 2 mana 1/2. So I think this is probably fine. Okay, the spider is now off the screen for anybody who went audio only. Next we have Rockgut Troggoth, a 5 mana 5/5 with reach and trample. Enters with a shield counter on it. 3 mana regenerate this creature. No! Stop! Stop making unkillable shitheads! A 5 mana 5/5 with keywords that can unkill itself is... Knock it off! Knock it off! That's so good! That's so good. It's a flavor win in the way that every time I have to fight a troll in D&D, I yell. Like, it is correct, and this guy basically saying, like, no, I understand the flavor. I understand the flavor. It's just... the common being Ricky the unkillable shithead. Ricky the unkillable shithead who, if you don't have a bigger trampling creature, you can't get by me. It's indestructible Justin. This is him. This is him. I'm trying to think of like how we would represent this health regen without the health regen without making him unkillable Justin. I would probably, if you really wanted to hit the regenerate thing, I think we kill the keywords for this to be a like super reasonable common, because for this guy to just be like, oh yeah, you like chump blocking me, not real. Using flyers to get past me, not fucking real. Yeah, so you've picked the 3 realms that you want to hit of like they're big and strong, they have stone skin, and they regenerate. Commons don't get all this shit. Commons are like the normal guys in the JJK universe. These are the motherfuckers that can't even see cursed spirits. Maybe they got like a D grade curse tool. And so I think you have to pick one of these things that you're representing and shoot it in the head for it to be a reasonable thing. Or yeah, you could make it exhaust, as Remote sort of suggesting. Only happening once helps it a lot. Alright, moving on, we have... oh no. We have the same thing but Cynic. And creatures your opponents control have -0, -1, -0. Exact same notes of a reaching, trampling, unkillable dickhead is not at common. Not at common for 5 mana. Hey, what's up, Tav? How you doing? Okay, so I like the low mana. The low mana ones, I think you're mostly working with heat here. This one, I think this is like great flavor is gonna make you shit blood. It's Taco Bell. All right, and then we're also going to rip Madra's cards right now. All three are part of a demon deck that's supposed to be the opposite of the cleric deck I presented earlier this month. Deck is based on Nephista, the equivalent of hell in my game. Okay. Rufus, the Quiet Reaper. He looks silly as hell. A Jund 4/3 partner with Anansi of Many Tails, who we will see next. Flying Death Touch Lunacy. This deals damage to players in the form of mill. Whenever Rufus deals combat damage to a player, you may put that many -1/-1 counters on target creature. If the target dies this turn, draw a card. Demons and spirits you control that are artifacts or enchantments have impending 3. Their impending cost is their mana cost reduced by 3. The same is true for demons and spirit spells you control and demons and spirits you own that aren't on the battlefield. I have no idea why giving stuff an impending cost would matter for things in your deck, but I'm going to trust that it is absurd. So, the thing I like, giving impending 3. That's cool, that's a thing we've done before, that's like Henzi energy, but for artifact and enchantment demons, and I'm sure you came up with a bunch of custom ones for it. Having it be a flying death toucher that just fucking kills a guy and draws you a card every swing is insane. Like, the lunacy there, it feels even like the lunacy is to make the game last longer, because if your commander was just a Jund flying death touching 4/3 with no other abilities, you would win via Voltron pretty quickly. And so lunacy is actually nerfing him so that you can make the game take longer and kill more creatures to draw more cards. So let's see what his partner does. Alright, Anansi does not add any additional colors. It's a 0/2. It's a reconfigure, so it's an equipment creature. Anansi and equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each permanent in your graveyard, and has Undying. What in the fucking power fantasy? Demon cards you control are enchantments in addition to their other types, and spirit cards you control are artifacts. Same is true. Okay, so this is just my entire deck is now cost reduced by 3 and has impending. Don't crash out. Don't crash out. Don't crash out. That by itself is probably not, like, I would let you cook. I would let you cook. Going, but this is genuinely Voltron, but I play with my food. Flying Death Touch, and I'm going to equip to him a thing that makes him hit harder than God. However, it's not going to win me the game because it's milling you. Actually, hold on. It deals damage in the form of milling, so it would mark commander damage. That at least prevents this from being a Saw movie. I still... Don't yes in all caps like you're safe now. Okay. So with that context, I think the bottom halves of each of these cards and the top halves of each of these cards are just different commanders. Like the... Having this be every demon and spirit gets to be cost reduced for impending is like already a fucking commander deck, and having a flying death touch Voltron target that removes my opponent's creatures and draw me cards is already a different commander deck that can then get buffed because I've self-milled. Like, we have so many good things going on here. Like, this deck could be 99 lands Mesmeric Orb, and I just beat you to death with Rufus, and it would be strong because of giving it Undying. Like, we have... Yeah, we even have Death Protection. So yeah, this is just too much, too strong in one individual card. But I think the impending thing is cool. Then we have the Sakura Zukamori, a 6-mana enchantment. Creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller exiles 2 cards from their graveyard for each of those creatures. You and permanents you control have ward, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. At the beginning of each player's end step, if that player's graveyard contains 1 card or less, they exile an on-land permanent you control. Sacrifice the big fuck you tree if the active player only controls lands. I mean, we were here a moment ago, but this is just way too many different strong effects all crammed into one card. Like, you must have had to use a hydraulic press to fit all of this creep onto one commander card. So no. I think all of these abilities could even exist, but you've bargain bought like 15 fucking commander cards into these 3. Because Rufus's top half, commander card. Rufus's bottom half, commander card. Anansi's top half, commander card. Anansi's bottom half. Like, Anansi's bottom half is probably the only thing that is not a commander card unto itself, but it is when it partners with Rufus. So this is just like all insanity. Hey, thank you, Danny. Okay, now that crack has been smoked, we're going to hit Nathiators and then move back into the dungeon, and that'll be it for customs for the day. We have a land cycle, which should be a very nice palette cleanser. Distant Shore. Oh, so these are colorless lands that are completing the land cycle of once you get it into the graveyard, it will mana fix other stuff for you. I like that. I think that's very cute. And I think that's a very reasonable effect, Nathiator. I like these. Well, I don't know if I would let you play them because I hate the lands players, but I do think this would be very reasonable to have printed. They had cycling before? Yeah, see, I would have gotten you for that. That feels giga easy to do with, like, one frantic search. Yeah, but that's, like, kind of okay. Like, they did already print this effect, MLP. But right now, only Selesnya had it. Axel Burned and anybody listening, we're doing a full custom card stream on Tuesday. So Tuesday, July 1st? Yeah, Tuesday, July 1st, we're doing a full custom card stream. And so we're still probably going to have like individual limits that you will have to spend money to break, but I will be bringing the cost down so that more people can get at least one or 2 cards done for them. And then if you have like fucking 20 you want to get looked at, you will likely have to pay some amount of money or some large amount of channel points. Yes, Axel, same time of day. Oh, I do not want to upgrade King Cow shit. Can I make this cheaper? I can. Okay.
A sharper sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
Huh, maybe this is why all of my teams keep dying, is I haven't bought good oh god, Diddy says level 1 shit. Should I be investing in my soldiers more? No, I think it's Dirty's fault actually that we've failed. What's the best goad card draw commander? I have the Blame Game precon with Nelly Borka. Do you think I should build her rather than build Red Death? For the most part, I don't think that there is a like commander that can handle both goad and card draw perfectly well. Oh, good. We're gonna go fight the Sodden crew because I feel like it. We don't have a goddamn appropriately low-level healer though. That's gonna kind of suck. Alright, so we have Blight in the Cove. We have a lot of damage in the Cove. We have more Blight in the Cove. Where does Will want to stand? Really anywhere. Okay. Oh, there's a new cycle because they're artifact lands? That's sick.
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook
And
to
then a
receive
rant
my most
redeem
curious
from
deliveries
Nightsea.
by way of marine
Why or why
shipments.
not should it be mandatory
jetty
to
was
work a
accessible by
customer
narrow
service
stone
job
stair off the
for
back of
a
the manor,
year?
and a discrete system of pulleys could hoist
Ooh, this
the
would be
heaviest
interesting because I
prizes up
haven't
the
done
rock
this. So
face
do I
from a
want to
securely tied
demand
dinghy
that
below.
people do things that I would not myself be willing to do? Can I morally and ethically allow that? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pop open the front-facing camera here. Yeah, I definitely can. So yes, everybody should be forced to work a customer service job for at least 1 year or a sales job for at least 1 year for one simple reason, and that is motherfuckers need to be forcibly socialized. I get it. I'm socially awkward. I'm nervous a lot of the time. It's very important to learn how to talk to people and learn how to navigate a like cordial conversation with people, especially when it's a thing when the other person is not being reasonable. Like learning how to de-escalate a motherfucker who is grumpy is a vital skill. And I'm not going to force you to learn it at gunpoint, but I will say your life will universally be better after you pick it up, or learning how to be interesting. Goddamn, learning how to carry a conversation is a magic power for the rest of your life as far as you are concerned. I was raised and socialized mostly on TV, and then I got to real life and I heard people having conversations and I was like, oh my god, why are all of these conversations so much more boring than the scripted TV show ones? And then I was a better yapper than everybody around me.
Chained and drowning.
So yes, it's necessary and people should do it, and I haven't done it, but I don't have to because... NSO, thank you for the follow. And Marty, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Hard agree, not just in the socialization, but giving you perspective on behavior and just how the world works. Exactly. I also just realized I went into the cove with no shovels. And yeah, I am technically in a customer service job now. I view Twitch as much more akin to like sales than customer service. There's obviously a customer service aspect to sales, so I'm kind of just both the salesperson and the customer service person. Yeah, Starry, enjoy your weird freaky coral, man. Ignatius, thank you for the 5 months in a row with Prime, my friend. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Just tuning in, if you peek the new secret lair. I have. I'm gonna make a video about it later. I also have another roast I want to get done today. There's also the very basic idea to let everyone experience shitty customers to avoid people being shitty customers. I agree with the spirit of that. I do think it's important that when we talk about like, oh, everyone should have to work a customer service job, you don't just throw them to the wolves. Like, everybody should be forced to work a customer service job. with a manager who is not a dickhead, which I realize is a fucking paradox. But what can happen is when you are forced to interact with a lot of shitty people, one of two things will happen. Either you will go, wow, this person is being so unreasonable to me. I don't ever want to be like this. I'm going to make sure I act different. Or they go, this motherfucker is being rude to me. My daddy didn't raise no bitch. I'm not going to take this shit from this loser, and I just have to be louder than them. And that's how you get the cycle of abuse permanently perpetuated. Damn, it turns out upgrading people's weapons might have been fucking useful. Holy shit. Oh, that makes sense, Madra. I mean, end of the day, it really just is. We got 18 different power fantasies going on at once. Hey, thank you, Sugar. Okay, so guys, they let me write the script for today. Not the script, because we don't have obviously we cannot script that, but we have outlines of this is the topic we want to talk about today. And Joe let me pick the topic and do the outline today. And of course, when I started writing it, I did it wrong as a joke. And inevitably it kind of became peak. Oh, hello, Joe. Never mind. We got normal shit going on today. We got normal shit happening at the Good Time Boys studio today.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Personally, I think we should have a government program called the First 3 Years, where everyone has to go through specific entry-level jobs for 3 years, and you can pick which company you want to go to in that category, but you have to tick every box before being able to get a real job. And every 3 to 6 months, you upgrade to the next category, starting at door greeter, cart return, going through food service, delivery, cashier, customer service, call center. Hey, brother, I hope you never get superpowers. And I said that with love in my heart. That is insane, what you just said. I think that's I think it would be great if we could live in that world. I do think 3 years is too much, even for a utopia. Now, if we lived in a totally post-consumption society where there was no more scarcity, maybe. If we were all just working for pleasure, but I think that is where I think spending 3 years doing that is to the point where we can only talk about it as an idea and never talk about it as a thing that could be actioned, because there would be that would be so massively onerous and would create so much churn in so many different businesses. Oh, here, I'll one-up it with something even crazier. You know what would make me like that? If we had the technology to trap people's brains in a simulation that made them experience time differently. I think there were articles talking about them trying to come up with this for prison terms, and it's not come to fruition at all. But if you could take an 18-year-old and you grab them off the graduation stage and you hook a cable into their head, and then they just hallucinate 3 years of doing that. In real time, it takes 10 seconds. But otherwise, it just doesn't need to be 3 years. That's just a crazy long time. Wasn't this a Black Mirror episode? Probably. I mean, the thing that I'm talking about with using simulations for prison terms is a really old idea. That is somebody who wrote for Black Mirror saw that in a newspaper and was like, oh, this would make a great episode. What if I spit on you? Weirdest one, I don't have to be reminded about shit, dog. I don't know what you're talking about. The 3 years I get from the fact that entry-level positions, holy shit, are trying to require 3 years prior experience to be able to push shopping carts back to the door. I mean, that's just a reason that we should treat CEOs normally. Sorry, I'd give him the normal treatment.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, hell yeah, MLP. Congrats on having your free time back. I can't just send my little guys to their doom, which is a prerequisite for this game. Yeah, Jeremy, the thing that worked for me was pretending that I am the mid-level manager, like I am the a franchise owner of like a Subway or a Wendy's, and these are all just my employees. So how much money do we pay you to use a specific button on a hero at least once? Ooh. How much money would that be? I mean, it's not very much if I get to control win. It's quite a lot if you're like, this fight, you have to use it. What do you think about the NYC mayoral politics? I think the guy who won fucking rocks. I know very little about him other than he's worried about affordable housing and does not like the genocide going on in Gaza. But I'm lit as fuck with both of those things. Because I am flipping out about you using not the best ability on the highwayman. My bad, I'll use open vein. That's what you were talking about, right? Damn, that move sucks. Doria, why'd you ask me to use a bad move? Nay Theater's asking, is it gonna work out for Elk to be there on the custom card stream? I'll let you know when they respond to the DM I just sent them. You're not gonna die, so you're gonna have to. Yeah, we'll bleed you out. As someone who works for my county making affordable housing, I gotta say I love his concern, but he does need to read at least a little about it. Yeah, there's definitely, I think, some degree of like how you gotta talk about it for stump speeches and what it would look like in action, which is deep sadness. But considering we have a failed reality TV star as president, that's kind of what the score is right now.
Executed with impunity.
White bread, I have no idea. Jomi Bug, I believe Elk is he, they. And White Bread, I don't believe I've said the custom card limit for the 1st of July stream. I'm probably thinking like, so what I'm probably gonna do for the custom card review stream is I'm probably gonna make a channel point redeem that's like very little. And I'm going to limit that to 1 per person, such that anybody who's popping up to this stream, because I have, like I do with all of my streams, I have forgotten to promote it. And so what I'm going to do is have 1 purchasable thing be, you get one for very, very cheap, and that's your taste. All right, I'm gonna scold all of you in just a moment. You get one for very, very little, and then there'll be a different one that costs a little bit more that has a limit of like probably 3 or 5 per person. And if you want to do more than 3 or 5 in that singular stream, it's going to have to be dollars.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh, there's a bandage. Oh. Well, I mean, fuck the Crusader seal stuff. Okay. Anyway, so to point out for a moment, please and thank you, let us not do pronoun jokes that evoke the feeling of that very, very old Tumblr meme, I identify as an attack helicopter. I know there are many of you that are willing to have your pronouns be whatever is best for the bit. I appreciate you. I respect you. I hope that you can understand we are in a space where context often gets removed, particularly for any impressionable children that might be watching. And one thing that idiot children love to do is make a lot of inferences that they don't quite understand. And when you go, my pronouns are attack/helicopter, what that is coming from is, like, the root reason that's funny is that you are saying pronouns are a joke. Now, some people internally, their pronouns are a joke. I know plenty of people who say my pronouns are whatever they need to be for this bit to be funny. I'm not saying that's not a valid stance to have, but I am saying when people see that, sometimes they will take that and go, pronouns are a joke, and then they will see one Andrew Tate video and go, I think pronouns are a fucking joke. So I am just going to ask us to be very careful about it. Because a lot of my content is very adjacent to those people, and I want to do my best at all times to be loudly and aggressively against all of their shitty opinions. Damn, I'm sorry, Hellcat. Not about the stream timing, I'm just sorry you're British. Soup Tabby, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Oh, there's still booty. Andrew Tate is a sex trafficker, yes. I believe his trial's still, like, technically ongoing, but I think, like, even Britain, I don't know why I'm saying even, but yeah, Britain's going after him too. I think he's just not in prison yet.
The twisted faces of the damned, piled high and cloaked in malice.
Collector's gotta be fucking right-wing. Collector's gotta be a fucking right-wing shithead. I know this man listens to Ben Shapiro. Why did he fucking pull up on us while I was talking about respecting pronouns? What the fuck are you doing here, bro? And why am I in the wrong order? Forward 1 is fine. Primum Requiem, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. And Funky Fresh Fish Frank, welcome to the dog home for the 12th month in a row. Happy anniversary with that Prime sub, my friend. Okay, I'm not totally confident I want a revenge because I think this... Okay, thank you, D-Man. Primum Requiem, thank you for the tier 1 sub, my friend. Welcome to the dog home. Don't head game me. Oh shoot. Personal question from Zircon. Out of all common creature cards, which one would you want to be? No indestructible or death touch. I have zero idea. I can look at that another time, but I frankly don't look at commons. I play good cards.
A singular strike.
Hey, what the fuck is happening? I don't know, shoot that man. This guy's guarded by the man-at-arms.
Obliterated.
Okay, we can get more blight on. Mauled has the ability to run the best damage build in this game. Does Antiquarian have the guard ability to put on the Highwayman? Yes, but I won't do it. Because now you're asking me to do it, and so I perceive it as a demand, which upsets me. Skippy, I will be at MagicCon Atlanta. No, Platypus, the collector is not real. Okay? Do not get tricked like that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
This is a collective hallucination we are all having together. What if you went to sleep, buddy boy? God damn it. Art Pirate Ali, are you going to TwitchCon? I am not sure. I don't know when it is, and I frankly don't know if I'm famous enough to justify it. Oh god. We have firewood and shit, right? Thank you, D-Man. Thank you for that contribution. You're famous enough to us. Thank you, Morph Queen. However, the masses will not respect me. Can I reach? I can't reach far enough back. What do you think of changing the rules to say the type basic just means you can run any number of this in your deck, then making Relentless Rat's basic creature rat? I would not like that. I think things that break the numerical restriction on how many you can have in your deck should be one-offs. It should not be a thing that is so common it requires its own nomenclature, and I also do not think that is a thing where reading that on a card would explain that on a card. And I realize we have jumped the shark on that a little bit. The horse is dead. We are beating it. But wherever we can, we should avoid making things that are even more confusing for new players, and I think that is a just directly more confusing thing for new players that they would have to try to remember rather than having it be an intuitive thing when you read it. What do I think about conservative influencers in general? I gotta go camp in this fucking room. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'll be back. You know what? We're just gonna go to the ad break real quick. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening, gang. Nothing's happening. Alright, so first of all, I'm fine. Personal question from Marty the Goose. Who would be worse to have as your sleep paralysis demon, the Collector or the Shambler? I think the Shambler. I would actually like having the Collector as my sleep paralysis demon, because if he summoned the like dead spirits of my old friends or enemies, I'm stunting on all those fools. I'm doing so much better than all of them. I would feel good. That's a victory lap. You try to collect on me in my sleep. Personal question from Gilmain. Are you on Wiki Feet? I better not be. Alright, we're gonna do this fight, and then we're gonna talk about how fucking dumb Jordan Peterson is. Why are you here, bro? I don't even like you like that. We're just gonna shoot for now. Have all hands on deck. Don't do that shit to me. Don't do that shit to me. I'm currently whipping my editor to bring together an edited VOD and see how it performs. What music do you recommend I use? Elk. I mean, mine is custom through Deathcat. I know YouTube Music has like their own shit where they will, like they have copyright-free music. But I would probably try to get some custom music done. Dumb Paramecium, thank you for the Twitch sub for the 2nd month in a row, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home. Not much is good because I have stumbled ass backwards into this boss fight. We 100% have to transform. Not quite enough. Oh, D-Man's too far back now. Son of a bitch. We're gonna revenge. Let me take my turn. Fuck you. Oh, no, and we can't fucking... This ordering is so fucking bad for us.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
Elk, my channel music is a, like, 2.5 minute track that loops endlessly. Like when Deathcat made mine, he was like, yeah, I just make like 90, like 1.5 to 3 minute loops that like you have to, or he said like it was made on purpose to loop into itself well, but you just need something that's going to be vaguely recognizable as yours.
Teetering on the brink, facing
And that's
the
it.
abyss.
Can we stop, man? Okay, big dodge. Now we might finally have the team in the right fucking positioning. Do I want to spread damage or do I just want to... No, I want to try to kill the fucking Sodden crew.
More blood soaks the
Oh,
soil,
well.
feeding the
I mean,
evil
I'm done taking abominations, man. I'm tired of this shit. They always fail me. Is this the... Oh, now his turns are skipped or something? More room on the bench. I have a, I have a sneaking suspicion that we might have a lot of room on the bench after this.
perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
We have 18 damage stacked up on the Sodden crew. Let me use my leper, man. Okay, big dodge out of Starry-Eyed. That's real as fuck. Okay, and he gets a hit off.
Maintain
That's
the
huge.
offensive.
Son of a bitch. Okay, Will's still bleeding, so we are going to... He has big bleed resist. 3 damage. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So Will didn't get resurrected as much as he got a weekend pass? Exactly. Okay. Starry-Eyed is really trying to make it out of this shit. I appreciate that for them. D-Man? D-Man? That's real of you, D-Man? Oh, why is he getting more prot? Oh no. Why does he... What? Why does he have that? Why is he healing? I don't like any of this. Pending Platypus, I have seen Sinners. That movie, I like it a lot. I like it quite a lot. Okay, I want to try to kill this guy. Elk, stop spoiling the game, you little fucking minx. Die. Okay, have them down to 2. Alright. Not as clutch. That bleed is not great for me.
Close in.
Does the boss have a favorite movies list? I don't think I have. I mean, I have favorite movies. I have never compiled it into a list. Thank fuck. Please go away. Oh my god, we did it. We've somehow survived. These items fucking suck, man. Okay, we'll get rid of you, and we'll get rid of the keys, and then we're leaving. Nathiator, thank you for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. I appreciate that contribution to Dog Heaven in memoriam of our abomination going up to heaven.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
If you don't have a list, do you have a top 3? I could probably throw together a top 3. I think one of the top 3 has to be The Prestige. I like that movie very, very much. No, Madra, we have rules for a reason, but thank you. I have not watched The Illusionist. What other... CDXX, I have not played or heard of Circadian Dice. Owen is the first one. Because I keep the Prestige like taped to the inside of my thigh for a rainy day. Nolan or Tarantino films. I know that I've watched Nolan or Tarantino films. I can't remember any for the life of me. Like, there's a lot of movies that I think are good. There's just none that... There's none that are coming to mind that stand out as so good. I would put them on a list of, here are movies I would tell people I watch. Haven't seen The Truman Show. Haven't seen Memento. I was a TV boy. Have watched Spaceballs. It was fine. Can I low-key say I hate lepers in Darkest Dungeon? Worst unit by far. I mean, not true. That is the abomination. I like Knight's Tale. I think Knight's Tale could go up there as like a favorite for comfort movie. Ben Smash, thank you for the 8 months in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Yo, big dog, is it gay to enjoy games casually? It's gay as hell. Unfortunately for you, we're still in Pride Month. Go off. Nathiator Beg, which you're on the team. Nathiator, you're here. Okay, so we have a level 2 leper we could bring in, which I don't really want to do because I have 2 lepers. I can bring in another antiquarian. Do I need a low-level antiquarian? Or do I have one? I do need a low-level antiquarian. Okay, who wants to be the shit-on pack mule?
Others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
Okay, Hellcat, we can let you. Joe, you're not wrong. Sugar Ben, yes, we do have a Discord. You can pull up a free invite for it with ! Discord. Oh, right. And now we have to talk about Jordan Peterson and other right-wing influencers. Let me pull together the myriad reasons I hate them. Well, it's difficult to hate them because I don't actually have a conception of who they are as people. Let me pull together the myriad reasons I hate the things I see them produce. I think the greatest reason that they leave me full of vitriol and just a general distaste for their being is that many of them seem intelligent enough and or clever enough to know they are acting in bad faith. A really good example of this is the Tucker Carlson interview that he did recently with Ted Cruz. The internet is just lapping that shit up about how like, oh, Tucker's base now. Oh, Tucker Carlson's making fun of Ted Cruz. I don't know what the switch up was. There was no switch up. They have always been self-serving, near sociopaths, saying whatever they need to say to gain greater acclaim and or wealth and or a larger fan base that will follow them like sycophants, which is adjacent to acclaim but is not necessarily the same thing. And one of the ways they get away with it, which also frustrates me greatly, and this is the part where they are acting in bad faith and seem clever enough to understand that they are acting in bad faith, is they wrap a ton of crazy shit inside a little advice that's like, clean your room. I think Jordan Peterson's big on that one. Like, every single piece of content I've seen from right-wing influencers seems like a fortune cookie where the message on the inside says, call people slurs. Because what they do is they appeal a lot to the idea of an internal locus of control. An internal locus of control is the idea that you are the master of your own destiny. You get to decide how things go. You get to decide what you put effort towards. And this is generally a good and healthy thing to try to hold. It's usually healthier to believe that you are in control of your life than to believe that you have no control over your life. Where it starts to get dark is they attempt to make this an absolute. They say, you are in control of everything. And because you control everything, that means other people also control everything about their life. And that means that if other people have a bad life, it is because they deserve it. They have chosen that bad life. And there are some people who are lazy. There are people who make a number of bad choices. There are people who can better their lives by making better choices, by making healthier choices, by becoming more disciplined. And yet, some things remain outside of our control. That is just how life is. And even though it can be useful to attempt to reject that in pursuit of bettering your own life, they take it and they immediately turn it into a weapon, a bludgeon, to be used against other people who may or may not have it harder than you. As MLP's pointed out, this is the just world fallacy. It's the idea that everything is like a strict meritocracy. The world is a loose meritocracy. Performing better or worse can give you social mobility relative to where you were at previously, but there are a ton of people who are just going to have a better life than you without ever working nearly as hard as you do. There are people who are going to work harder than you do every day of their lives and not get as far as you did. Look at me. Look what my job is. I'm richer than you, probably, statistically, if you're watching this. Did I earn that by outworking you? Fuck no. I don't even think people should have to work hard. I think working hard is like, as someone who has worked hard for a lot of things in their life, it's like pretty bullshit as a gatekeeping thing. Get lucky, work okay. Give me fucking UBI, bro. Fuck this shit. So that is what I dislike about them, is they are taking ideas that have let me wrap this up concisely for the hope that it may one day become a YouTube short. Every right-wing influencer is taking an idea that has an admirable foundation and could even have some useful applications, and then they butcher it by attempting to make it universal or attempting to use it as a way to denigrate whoever they don't like. And they know better. Not all of them, but plenty of them do. Okay, what the fuck is a brigand 8-pounder, dog? That's such a dumb name. Can I kill this man by clowning him, please? Oh, we're not even fighting him. Man-at-arms? No, thank you. Leper mask, which I don't give a fuck about. I need, like, eldritch damage. The brigand 8-pounder is what you call your what? Ban that guy. Ban that motherfucker. Re-ing, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Maul, don't die, we need you. I'm not dying. I'm not dying, don't worry. Dying on stream would be fucking great for optics as long as I got better. As long as I got better, like, I mean, fucking showing meat worked for speed. If I showed a heart attack live on stream, how many views do you think I would get for the next stream? I think it would be a lot. I think I would get a lot. Did you hear DoorDash spent millions to help Bloomberg campaign against Zoran? I did not hear that, but I believe it. Okay, what the fuck am I doing here? I don't want... Okay, if all of the rewards suck, in the world where all of the rewards suck, I need to level people up in a zone that is acceptable. I will do this because it says town event on it, and that looks cute. So we will send Stafford. We will send... we need somebody else to kind of be in the front. We'll send Atomic Sharks to make it profitable. And, this can be Nathiator's debut run. That'll be fun. Hell yes, type shit indeed. This is medium? Yeah, that's fine. Reink, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Hey Mauld, why do you have Ghost Chair on stream? I'm scared of Ghost Chair. Please call a priest. Don't be scared of Ghost Chair. It's actually not Ghost Chair. I just don't have the full prop. 1 second. Give me 1 moment. So it's not the Ghost Chair, you guys. It's... wait for it. The Cluck Chair. Are we happy now? Are we happy now, you dumb motherfuckers, asking me questions about my set? You pieces of shit. Maul, how can I ungift the sub that was gifted to me? You can't. You are never getting your fucking money back. Boo this man. Why are you booing me? See, this is what I don't understand about you people. We like all the videos, and then I say the funniest thing I've ever uttered, and you're all like, oh no, not that one.
Even the fiercest beast will lay down when it is not eaten.
Alright, we have I need to find grain sacks. God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Stafford, I'm gonna kill you, bro. Nath, I have faith in you. Oh, hell yeah, Wabagong. Thank you for coming by. Why do bits suck now? I have no idea. I appreciate the heart you've sent. I don't understand what's going on with that bit thing. Mauld, I joined your Discord and said I wasn't there to discuss magic. It auto-banned me, then a bot DM'd me to call me a virgin. Oh no, that's our mod team. They're very active.
Such
Oh, thank God I
are
bought shovels.
unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Smooth Melody, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. How do I look at the rules on your Discord? It says it's not on my list. What do? I don't want to break the rules. I have no idea, man. Sugar Ben, straight up. I got no fucking idea, bro. I am, at the best of times, a fool. A rube. Godspeed, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. I'm building an Ishin deck. What one card can you recommend for it? The trash. Thank you, brother. I will defend you. Mauld, since I've been away for a few weeks, how good does it feel to have been so right all along about the Buster Sword and that Vivi would whip Arse even with a deck made only of counters and draw spells? Well, I can't really take credit for the Vivi thing because I think that everybody called Vivi being insane. I don't think there was a single person, or I think the only people that did not think Vivi would be insane were the actually CEDH guys who just believe that like everything is bad and only their like shithead Mardu commander is good in CEDH. Like, that's really it. People who play Mardu and CEDH are not well. Things are bad for them. And I think those are the only people that I interacted with that did not think Vivi was heat. Now, Buster Sword, yeah, I'm lapping that shit up. Lorekeeper, we have talked about the Secret Lair news a few times over. It's very funny and very cool. Nath, I'm sorry. You gotta be better. You gotta learn and grow. Shadow has no Latinas in his color combo. What's going on, man? What's going on? We gotta have different dreams, Elk.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A death by inches.
I play Mardu and CEDH and I take offense to this. I mean, am I wrong? Listen, it's not... I will say it's obviously not every Mardu CEDH player. The most vocally wrong CEDH players I have ever spoken to, which is not that many, because I am primarily making content for the casual audience. It is primarily casual players who like my content, because I'm shit-talking silly, goofy commanders. Every CEDH player I have ever spoken to who was looking to have an argument, thought that everybody who didn't agree with them was wrong, and thought that their commander, Shat Gold, was a Mardu CEDH player. So that's not, again, I haven't spoken to every Mardu CEDH player in the world, but those people are consistently the ones who are like the least happy, presumably because they play Mardu and CEDH, and the most delusional. Also because of the Mardu and CEDH.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
What'd you think of the Final Fantasy precons? I watched your video. You really did not look at the Counter Blitz precon. You said it's typical Bant. What does that mean? So Bant historically revolves around, I'm going to get a creature, I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on it. Putting that 1/1 counter on it will let me draw a card or put more 1/1 counters on it or give me mana, yada yada yada. It's just, there's very little to be interested in because it is, and to some extent all of Magic is like this, but Bant in particular is like, just, this is the 5th week in a row you have shown us the +1/+1 counter strategy, that Jimmy Neutron meme. And so the Counter Blitz precon is just more of that. It's one of the better ones. It's plenty strong. Derevi doesn't do counters. Lawton, don't mention the devil in my house.
The match is
Thank you
started.
kindly.
A blazing star is born.
What sort of thing would they have to do to make Simic more interesting than you? They've already done it. It is that Zimone that cares about prime numbers. The thing that is deeply uninteresting to me about Simic is that Simic is the color of more, and almost all of their game plans have been like, what if you just kept doing more all the time and it inadvertently made you win? The Zimone deck was very, very fun for me to pilot because it was, you always have the power to do more, but you can get a bigger benefit by not always forcing more. That was interesting. Having the colors of I shit hard, be like, what if you needed to try to fart instead? That's what they would have to do. YOLO, I do not think I'm building Una. I find that unlikely. Hey, thank you, SJM. I appreciate that. Where's the other fucking... Oh, I thought these connected down here. I'm gonna have to backtrack so fucking far, man. Mauled, how do I punish the Landfall Sultai player in my pod? Is the answer Mana Barbs? The answer is beating them to death before they are able to assemble their, like, unassailable landfall strategy. I'm guessing their commander is Yarok, and so the answer is, like, shoot Yarok, put so much damage into them that they have to block with their Lotus Cobra, and then it's fine. Like, if they... No. Do not confounding conundrum them. No. This argument comes up, like, every single time the landfall players come up, people recommend wrong and bad shit. They recommend wrong and bad shit. Like, oh, what if you blew up lands? Oh, what if you played confounding conundrum? Which is, in fact, just doing exactly what they want. It turns all of their lands into a bounce land. So, hey, they don't get to play ahead of curve anymore. Isn't that great? As soon as they resolve Azusa, it means they can no longer brick ever. As soon as they resolve anything that allows them to play more than one land a turn, this just means they have guaranteed landfall triggers for their entire fucking life. Don't do... This is not punishing. This is not... It's like trying to punish somebody by giving them a sweet, gentle kiss on the forehead. The way you punish the landfall player is you play Lightning Army of One. You play Lightning Army of One, and then you put your balls on them. Job fucking done. Get out of here. This conundrum bullshit. Surprise, this is my rant. Fuck the conservatives on the Supreme Court. They just sided with Trump on the birthright citizenship case. They didn't officially overturn birthright citizenship, but they blocked judges from being able to stop Trump's whole ass racist as fuck agenda. I did see that, and that is like... God. The people on the Supreme Court are going to burn in hell. Like, I hope hell is real just so that those Supreme Court justices can be punished there, because they are throwing away our fucking country. They're the last line of people that could stand up to Trump short of violent revolution, and they are choosing not to in favor of getting free RVs. Then from Zoria, have you kept up with the little that has been revealed for Edge of Eternities? Gotta say, the set has the best story I've seen so far for MTG, and I am unapologetically pumped. My only fear is that it seems like Golgari will be terminally boring, but at least Dimir might get heat, since it seems that's where the Monowisps Black Hole Death Cult are. I've not kept up at all. I have seen other positive comments about the... Ooh, that's expensive. I've seen other positive comments about the story, but I've not read any of it. Ooh, we got a fucking food stuff crate. Fuck yeah. What do I dump? The dog treats. Oh, hell yeah.
Wealth beyond measure. Rewarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Elk, thank you for the 3 months with Prime, my goat or goat-like creature. Welcome back to the dog home. Iris, there will be no edging on the spaceships. Okay, we are going to the edge of eternity. There will be no edging on eternity. Bad. Okay, can we stop dying to the random encounter? Oh good, now we fucking show up on the worm. Are you gonna make a Kefka deck mold? You said in your video the card's good. I'm probably gonna make one. It is unfortunately gonna have to be bracket 4. I think that effect is so good that it is unwelcome at brackets 3 or below. Okay, now I'm just fucking up videos because I have written some lines about the upcoming commanders I want to talk about. And for Kefka, one of the things I am going to be talking about is like all the other hand rip commanders. You just wanted, like, you were picking a hand rip commander, you were doing hand rip because you wanted to hear everybody boo you before you got killed. Like, you knew you were going to lose, you knew you were going to get hated out of the table because it was a bad fucking game plan. There were just some things like Turgrid that made people lose their minds and try it anyway. But Kefka is just good. Like that Kefka hand rip is just a good fucking ability that is going to then refill your hand with Grixis good stuff ammo. And so that is going to be both strong and really fucking annoying. So outside of some very, like, I just don't think there's any way for that to be, like, goofy. Oh, the Rakdos Kefka? Oh yeah, that could be bracket whatever. MLP, stop building the Dane deck. I don't know who needs to hear this. Not every commander deserves a commander deck. You can build them if you think they're pretty, but not every commander has some perfect archetype that is just their own, that it's going to feel rewarding to build around. Some people are just Dave. That's it. Some people, their special interests are just watching TV. You cannot build the Truman Show around that motherfucker. You gotta let it go. He looks so cool. Put his art on somebody else, MLP. Put his art on somebody else.
Victory.
Huh? Who the fuck is this? Okay, what if you two... oh, super blight resistant. Okay, good.
The ground quakes.
That's my wife? Sorry I said anything, Nightsea. This better have stun, man. This better have stun on it. Go to sleep. I fucking hate you, bro. Exactly how dark is this dungeon? Zedford, it just got a lot darker now that fucking Clifford the big dumb worm is here. Oh yeah, Go-Go is also crazy. Go-Go's fucked up and evil. Alright, so this guy's almost down. I'm just gonna keep dodging us. The spacecraft thing still pisses me off. What about it? Like what they are? Or is there a specific that they can be your commander? Yeah, get in the back, you bitch. My friend John built a Go-Go deck and it's his first deck that actually wins at the end of the 30-minute turn instead of nothing. Good for John, man. They should be vehicles. They're just vehicles with an alternate way of becoming artifact creatures. But like, isn't that good? Isn't that just more design space? Why do we not like design space? Because it is, like, there are notable differences between them and vehicles. They're much worse to blink because they have, I believe they get like counters on them to track whether they're crewed or not. And there's a big difference between I have to crew this every turn I want to use it versus eventually it's just there and is statically a thing. Like, that is a interesting and meaningful difference. The game is probably better off having than not having. Because one thing I think that is really important to not understand, because I think everybody understands it, but to like keep in mind is widening design like this is really important to push back power creep. Because if we keep everything a strict derivative of something that came before, the only way to like promote new sets and promote new commanders is to keep making them better and better and better. And we're already getting a ton of that in the first place, but it's only going to get more and more severe if our only options for make a thing neat is make thing better versus things like spacecraft, which are obvious lateral moves but get to feel a little bit different.
The town may eat and the swine will not.
Spacecraft piss me off in the same way as cases. Cool mechanic, dipshit. How are you going to bring it back? It's going to fit this set 1 to 2 universes beyond, and then where? Name your cool mechanic in ways that can be used in more than 3 sets, I beg you. But I mean, the thing is, they're just going to go back to space if the Star Wars universes beyond does well enough. Like, that's also, I think another thing is people just don't, people are not looking at this game on the same time scale that Wizards is looking at this game, which is decades. So they're going to drop it right now. Who cares how it does right now? When the Star Trek or Star Wars Universes Beyond comes out, they'll see how much motherfuckers like the spacecraft. If we like them a lot, we're going back to space. And it'll be like 2 to 3 years. But it's just never going to be like, oh yeah, we got to line this up for next year. That's just not how they ever think about the game. I have not talked about the previews yet, Elk, no. Ooh, provision costs are down. Oh my god. That's what that means. Space would be a dope place for battles. Okay, these guys all suck. Personal question from True Teal. Did you go to college? Oh, I got a stretch coming on. Did you go to college and what did you study while there if you did? I did go to college. I got a degree in chemical engineering, which I proceeded to not use one single time. Oh, I did run a startup where I used it, but startup failed terribly, so like barely a startup. And then Sugar's asking, Grixis, Kefka, or Boros Lightning, which do you think is stronger? Here's the thing. In casual, it's Boros Lightning. Because in casual, any Grixis Kefka deck you could bring would have to be so thoroughly neutered that it would just get the shit beaten out of it. Overall, it is Grixis Kefka no contest. Grixis Kefka is actually going to be CEDH relevant. And Boros Lightning has no fucking shot at that. No fucking shot at all. Oh yeah, Nightsea, of course it is. Are we? And by the way, take the base out of your sentence. Ran a startup into the ground. Get my credentials right. Okay, hold on. Where's a watch I can put on? Where's a watch I can put on? Into the fucking dirt, buddy. That's where I ran that startup. So yeah, Kefka, infinitely better than Boros Lightning. Boros Lightning, infinitely more acceptable at the casual table. Okay. I think from here, we are going to... we're going to rate out for the day after answering Nathiator's question. Did you like organic chemistry more in school or analytical chemistry? I liked organic chemistry a lot. I don't think I actually took analytical chemistry. They kind of scammed me. Chemical engineering is extremely little chemistry. You learn, like, the organic chem I did take, never used any of it in the rest of my chemical engineering training. Chemical engineering is physics, but every once in a while you have to know how a chemical reaction works just to know what the byproducts are, and you have to look up constants about those chemicals to build your reactors. But that's it. Yeah, like, it's very, you get sort of a baseline understanding of chemistry, and then you do like thermodynamics, and then you just do reactor design. Yes, preach. I was pranked, bamboozled, and scammed. I had an entire year of just learning about tubes. Exactly. That is chemical engineering in a nutshell. They tell you it's all about like chemistry, and you're gonna be on your Walter White shit, and you just learn about tubes for months. For months, it's just tubes. And right when you think you're done, they go into like slightly different shaped tubes. Hellcat, thank you for the rant redeem. Should lightning be a stacks Voltron thing or something else? I'm trying to build it. It depends, high power or low power. For low power, I wouldn't even do Voltron. It's just however you want to crash out, Brother Bear. That card is so good, it will just work. You probably want to have like some way to buff lightning for after other people play big creatures, but for the most part, do whatever, just hit people. It'll work. For high power, yes, it should be stacked. I am an ardent believer that every deck that thinks it wants to be aggro wants to be a stacks deck as soon as you move into bracket 3, and especially once you move into bracket 4. It's awesome because despite the fancy degree, I think Mauld has the technical know-how of a recently thawed caveman. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we hating? Oh, congratulations, Zilla. That's awesome. What's up, DMC? It's because it's Elk. Elk can't be on the call to screech at me, so they gotta screech at me through the keys. Alright, we're going to raid out for the day because my jaw is giving out. I'm going to attempt to recover and then get some videos posted. So thank you all for being here. We are not going to be live tomorrow. I rescheduled the roast that are live tomorrow. I'm going to be helping the Good Time Boys do a pre-release event. And so I will see you all on Sunday for more deck roasting. Let's see who we're going to raid. Nerd Girl is streaming Final Fantasy. We will absolutely raid them. Hit them with the indestructible Justin rant, accessible via !Voltron in the Twitch chat. Thank you all for being here. Thank you Re-Ink for the incredibly generous gift subs. Thank you Nathiator as well. Thank you everybody who was very, very generous today. I appreciate every last one of you, even if you don't give me any money. I will see you all Sunday. And please remember to stay toxic. Rat streaming is going good, but you are just catching the end of it. So we're going to be done with the live today. I'll be back live Sunday.